Hello, this is Chris Walker with Big Angie Fan Channel here in beautiful Hawaii. And I have another one of my Angelina Jordan channel spotlights. These are explorations of channels that are either exclusively Angelina Jordan or primarily Angelina Jordan. This one is AJ Playlists by Most 2.0. And this is one that I'm sure that I would have been much more involved with earlier if I had not already been an Angelina Jordan fan for so long and known so much of her songs. But for those of you who are not as familiar, this is one of the very best resources, and I am definitely going to put this on my channel. I have a section of like Angelina Jordan channels on my channel, and this is probably going to the top of the list now that I've looked at it, because that is a great way to learn more about Angelina, is with some well-organized playlists, and that's what this is primarily about. So there's a lot of videos here. I mean, it's mainly playlists, right? But there's a lot of videos also. And let's take a look at the playlist first. So there's just many different topics here, like, you know, this is live 2024, Las Vegas concerts, you know, but especially these ones of these different years are probably the most useful. And that takes me back to the videos, because I would say that the way that you should definitely start out with this channel is to look at these recap documentaries that are from different years from her career. I looked at this one from the early years. Let's take a look at this.
Did you ever ask yourself, which were the earliest 5 songs from Angelina that were uploaded to YouTube which you can still watch today? Well, the answer to that is far from obvious, since for example Gloomy Sunday is not among them. So, the first song was Adele's Someone Like You, which Hannah Tinderholt uploaded on June 4th, 2013.
Settle down and you found a girl and you...
Okay, stopping right there. So first of all, you see, especially with this early stuff, that there's a lot of really rare clips like this one. And you saw earlier in the upper right corner there that there was a tag to go to a playlist. So it's very much integrated with playlists, these different videos. So yeah, I earlier watched this entire video, and you know, it had a lot of great clips from that year, and it was very, you can tell that he's done a lot of research. I mean, he has put a lot of time into this, you can tell, and you know, that's wonderful. For example, a lot of these early recordings, there's some mistaken ideas about when they were recorded. Like a lot of the earlier these early studio versions like this, people are saying it's at age 6, but it's actually age 7, in some cases even age 8. But he doesn't just say that, he provides you with the background information that shows that that's so. So especially if you want to get just a sense of the chronology of Angelina Jordan's career, this is a great place to start with this channel, is to just go to these videos that talk about these different periods in her career. Like here's 2015-16, 2013-14, the one that I was just looking at. Because you know, they give you a great recap if you look at the video, but then it's also in the description gives you links to all the clips that you've seen. And of course there are other, if we go to the playlist section here, there are playlists that are just there are playlists that actually are from her entire career. You know, there's just so much material here. You know, Portsmouth, her concert in 2023 that I was at. You know, here's, okay, Rusty Shackleford was one of the big early fans of Angelina Jordan who did a lot to keep people informed about, about the chronology of Angelina Jordan songs, but, he has stopped having anything on his website for quite a while, and so here he has Angelina Jordan titles missing on his Every Song playlist. There's just so many different ones here, so if you just kind of look through this at first, it might be kind of overwhelming, but probably, I would say start out with those recap videos to just give you a sense of the chronology. And, look at the videos that are linked in the descriptions for those videos. Then if you want to go more deep, you can do these AZ videos here. There's it's very, very complete. I mean, here, songs A to Z. This is only S through Z, and it is 133 videos, which means that he's showing multiple versions of different songs. So, yeah, like I said before, since I had been a fan for so long and had exhaustively looked through so many channels, I didn't really feel the need to use this channel. But, I mean, for anyone who is starting out, or even if you have been a fan for a while, there's just so much information here. So I did not have this on my channel before, but it's going onto my channel. So yeah, highly recommended. This is, again, AJ playlist by Most 2.0, and to the author of this channel, I'm offering to you, I noticed that on your recap videos that you kind of have this synthesized voice for the narration. I mean, it's clear enough, but you can kind of tell it's synthesized the way that the enunciation is. And I'm just volunteering my services to you for no charge. If you do any future kind of recap videos like this that involve a lot of narration, if you send me a transcript of what you want narrated, I would be happy to do that. I've been told by a lot of people that I have a good voice for narration. But, just putting that out there. Because that was one thing I noticed, it does sound kind of synthesized. But this is great, just kudos to you. This is, you can tell you've put a lot of work into this. Now, I did want to look at something new here, because I had looked through that first year, but I want to do something, that I haven't looked at yet. So let's look at, okay, recap of 2022, because I'm interested in seeing what he has done with this, because a lot of the stuff from 2022 I have videos of, because I was at the Kongsberg concert on July 7th, where I was the main person doing videos there. So let's just see what he says on this one.
The year started with Angelina letting us know that she is feeling good on January 1st.
Yes, and also in these later videos like this, he has a lot of stuff about the TikToks, which is a very important part of her material in the last 3 or 4 years.
With the pandemic still having some effects, especially in the first half of the year, we mainly saw some old and new covers on her socials, of which I found these most remarkable.
So
a new version of When You Believe. Time.
Yeah, okay. So this is all these different TikToks. I just want to see what he has about the concerts.
Channel instead of her cover channel.
Yeah.
Almost 3 years live in public at Allsang Par Grensen.
That's another thing. In these recap videos, he talks about, where they were filmed, when they were filmed, gives exact dates, and that's, there's just so much information on this channel. I just want to see what he says about Kongsberg here. Okay, well that's Copenhagen, July 10th.
Why won't you release? You got me begging you for mercy. Why won't you release? I said,
Great group there. Okay, it looks like he's mainly having the Copenhagen there.
In Sandefjord.
Huh.
Million Miles and Seventh Heaven.
Okay, here
and
we
an
go
interview
with the
were aired so
concert
far.
that I was at.
to do about it. Life should be, life should.
Yes, so he's talking about, there were two songs that were covered by NRK TV, so he's showing those. I just want to see if he happens to have anything that I recorded. This song is so good.
Presented another Amy Winehouse cover, of which she by then performed more titles in
Okay, I think this is
With
where-
Tears Dry on Their Own, she presented another Amy Winehouse cover, of which she by then performed more titles in concert than by any other artist.
Walks away, the sun goes down.
So you could hear from the narration there how the problem with the synthesized kind of AI-produced narration is that often the cadence of the word sounds a little awkward. So that's why I'm offering my services for that. So this is something that I recorded from this concert. Just going through here some more. Yeah, so just an excellent site that is just crammed full of information that I have not had on my channel until now, and it's definitely going on to my channel. And it's probably going to take the top spot, and I'm going to have a lot less emphasis on another channel that I used to have very prominent, both in my channel and in the descriptions to my videos. And that is Rusty Shackleford's channel. I just want to talk briefly about that because earlier I would have had my own spotlight just about this channel. But the thing is, okay, Rusty Shackleford, this is his channel here, was part of the first wave of fans of Angelina Jordan that kind of knew her from the Norway's Got Talent days, and he was certainly one of the top three big fans from those days in terms of what he did to introduce Angelina Jordan to other people. And I certainly learned a lot from his channel. But the thing is, he has said nothing since about August of last year. And the consensus is among people I've talked to that he's probably passed away, but we just don't know. So that's one thing that I want to just say here. I'm talking to, fellow administrators of the channels that he has, of the, like the Facebook fan clubs that he has been an administrator for, people who have been in pretty direct contact with him, privately exchanging emails and direct messages. Please, we would like to know, we would like to have some closure here. If anybody has, some direct information, has he passed away? Is he just gravely ill? I don't know. But the thing is, he has done nothing with this channel for a long time, and so it is not as important as it used to be. But when he was active, the main thing about this channel, not so much the channel, but just Rusty Shackleford in general, was that he would constantly be in the comments of all Angelina Jordan videos and giving a lot of very informative, saying a lot of very informative things in his comments. And that was, one of the main ways that he introduced new people to Angelina Jordan. But he did have this channel, and he had this playlist of Angelina Jordan every song that for a long time was the best way to make sure that you had at least one example of every song that Angelina Jordan had done. But like I said, he stopped doing anything with this back in about August of last year. And there's been nothing, no updates of it since. But it's still, up until then, it's a great way to to make sure that you have at least one example of a song that she has sung. He also has this chronological one that gives you a good sense of the chronology, but it's not as good as this other playlist you know, the AJ Playlist channel. Other than that, this channel, one thing it has is he has done a lot of these videos that are like from TikTok. He was always very protective of Angelina Jordan, and his philosophy actually didn't align totally with mine. I did have some conflicts with him because he was like totally about never being monetized in any way, you know, and my channel was monetized, and you know, so there were differences in philosophy. But one thing that he did was he had a lot of these TikToks and Instagram clips that he put on YouTube to kind of counter other people who are putting them on YouTube and just profiting off of them, you know, just copying them directly. Or so he would have them on his channel, but you know, that weren't making any money. So, you know, he has Love is a Game here. That is a absolutely superb Angelina Jordan cover of an Adele song. Now he did do some, you know, modifications of some, you know, some enhancements. Now this one is a great example where he desaturated it a bit and made it more close up on her face, and this is just a wonderful video. Let's look at a little bit of this.
All your expectations of my love are impossible.
This is an example of a, you know, non-commercial, very jazzy style that Angelina Jordan has that I just think is magnificent. I just love this.
So say how incapable of love.
I kind of wish I had the captions turned off there, but it's better without those captions because they're kind of inaccurate. Those are those auto-generated captions. But if you look at the original TikTok that he took that from, it's like more saturated and not as close of a view, and this is a really good artistic version that he did. And there's several other things that he did like that. Let's see. And he has some really rare stuff like this Love on the Brain. It's kind of a, you know, very much a kind of a practice session that she was doing, showing how that song evolved. You know, there have been some, in recent concerts, she's done completed versions of that, but this is a wonderful one to look at to see how she was experimenting with it earlier. This one is wonderful. If you go away, it's, you know, from the Fan Club Mozart's channel, the channel done by her grandma, and he kind of made a more artistic version of it. That's just wonderful. Anyway, so I'm still going to have his channel on my channel. You know, I have a list of various important Angelina Jordan channels. It's just, it's lost quite a bit of its importance simply because he hasn't been doing anything for quite a while. But if for no other reason, historically it's important, and there are some wonderful videos. Oh, this is another one, this I'm a Fool to Want You, where he uses the video of a rehearsal, but the sound is from the studio recording. That is just a wonderful video. So, yes, I wanted to mention this channel mainly because it has historically been so important. So again, anybody who knows anything, we would really like to have some closure about this. You know, he was, well, I don't like to say he has been such an important super fan of Angelina Jordan, who has introduced so many people to Angelina Jordan and educated so many people about her. And I would really, at least me personally, I would really like some closure about this. I just really like to know what happened to him. So those of you who have been in more direct contact with him, if you could please, in the comments or just privately, you know, contact me. I at least would really like to know. But again, the main thing about this video that I'm making is the AJ playlist. Please go and check that out. It's awesome, awesome resource, and is going on my channel as of today. Okay, Chris Walker with Big Angie Fan Channel here in beautiful Hawaii. Aloha.